Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. It's good to see everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Anwar. I am a dating coach for primarily Black and brown women. I center their experience in dating. I want to make sure that we are being successful in this dating game. Okay? So, I'm going to be on here. I'm going to be answering any and all questions as it relates to dating, love, relationships, men, women. I don't care. That's all I gotta say. I'm here to help you. Dating is especially hard these days, and I want to be of support. Okay? So, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna ask questions, put them in the chat. I don't know what's happening with Instagram. For some reason, there's like a poor connection, but we're going to keep on keeping it moving. And we'll go from there. Okay? So, yeah. Someone said, I missed you. Girl, I have been sick. I was sick for like, I don't know, a week and a half. So I haven't really been on TikTok. I haven't been live. I haven't really been doing much of anything. So I am here now. So we're going to work it out. So with that said, if you want to do this work more deeply, definitely go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call. I also, in the link in my bio, have a link to my podcast. I have a podcast for people that didn't know. Now you know. And, you can check out, like, if you love, like, what I'm saying on here, you can, like, continue to listen and we can continue to do this work. Alrighty? So thank you all so much for the lovely words of encouragement. I am feeling better. So I thank you so much for that. And we're gonna get this thing going, honey, because it's tough out there. It's very tough, but it's not impossible. And I want to make sure that ultimately we get in your person. Okay? I will tell you, I'm kind of booked. People have been trying to book with me for the last day or two, but things are kind of booked right now. But if you are serious about having a consultation call, working with me, definitely send me an email at anwar@getyourguycoaching.com and we'll try to find a time for you to actually book. Okay? So, with that said, if there's anything that I say on this live that resonates with you, that feels good that makes you feel good or gives you some sort of knowledge, definitely double tap, or triple tap the screen, and we'll go from there. Okay? Honey, this Instagram is not working. Someone said, do I take international clients? I sure do. I work with everybody. So, hey TG, hey Chipotle. Chipotle said, I feel special to be this early. Asia said, I love your lives. Thank you so much, girl. And thank you all so much for the 2,000 likes. I appreciate it. Ever since TikTok has come back, I think it is like kind of, not shadow banned me, but like I'm not getting the reach that I used to get. So, honey, I blame everything on Trump, girl. Everything. Yeah. Okay. Lily says, love your point of view. Thank you so much. Andrew said, I missed you. Missed you too, girl. Sarah said, what do you think about a rich man who wants me to be the second wife? Are you in the Middle East? Because if you're in the Middle East, girl, silver medal it is. If you not, then hail to the no. Yeah, Melanie said, let's talk about plus size dating in NYC. Girl, if you plus size girl, if I were a plus size girl, I would be dating in Jersey and Long Island, no shade. How long is too long between texts? Anything more than 2 to 3 days, I'm out. Okay? Someone said, should we gift a man crush for Valentine's Day? If a man is not your boyfriend, you should not be giving him a gift on Valentine's Day. That's just it. Essentials by Noelle said, oh, what are some vetting questions to ask prior to agreeing to be someone's girlfriend? Are you single? So it's actually really interesting because you can ask men anything and it doesn't actually matter. They'll tell you whatever. You're going to have to do a background check. Multiple kinds of background checks, from sex registry to the county clerk's office, right? That's what you're going to have to do. And you're going to have to do that because these men will tell you anything and everything. And, honey, we need to see the law. We need to see the records. Okay? So I want us to step away from vetting questions and just like do your detective work, Olivia Benson. Do your work. Okay? V said, I'm single and content at the moment, but when I was dating, your advice helped me so much. Great, girl. Great. Courtney said, what should I ask a guy to keep him talking? Don't ask him anything. If he's not talking by himself, girl, he's a mute. And treat him as such. There's nothing to talk about. Keep it moving. You need to be talking to 3 other men. Like, what are we doing? There are men that are going to want to talk your heads off. Respectfully speaking, if he's not talking to you, he doesn't like you. So we need to move on. Right? He's not into it. I don't mean that to be rude. I try to keep it real with the ladies that I'm talking to. Because no shade, sometimes your best friends will not keep it real with you. They will want you to feel good, and so they will hide the truth from you, and they actually do more of a disservice than a service when it comes to your dating life. So, talk to your dating life with that friend that will tell you what the tea is, whether it hurts your feelings or not. And I know that sounds really bad, but that person gives a shit about you and gives a shit about how you're thinking about your dating life, and they want you to succeed in the long run. They don't care about what happens now, because what happens now doesn't actually matter as much as what the end result will be. Okay? And I try to do that. I try to keep it real. And the intention is always pure, just FYI. Kiara said, he ignored me and I blocked him. He's not chasing me. Should I move on? Well, you've already moved on if you blocked him. So I just think that blocking without communication, like being very clear and having the boundary, I don't want us to do that. Respectfully, that is like not the communication that you want to be presenting. Okay? Okay. Yes, I am doing better, ladies. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate it. Zaina said, date 4 on Saturday, and it's been 3 weeks. Still inconsistent with texting. Feels like ... The thing that I think we all need to be really cognizant of is you never want to be Carrie Bradshaw. What do I mean by that? I mean that she was someone who was so much on Big D during dates that she was ignoring what I call the between date behavior, which is, what does he do between dates? You get to have these amazing dates, right? But what you also have to understand is, like, when you're in a relationship, 80 or 90% of the time, you're not going to be face-to-face with that person. So the between date behavior actually is going to matter more than the date behavior. And what I'm seeing is that he's getting an F or a D when it comes to between date behavior, and maybe getting an A or a B when you're on a date. So the average is like a C. So he's a C dude. Find some A and B dudes. Investigator Zara said, hi, I saw one of your videos and thank you for all your advice. You're welcome, girl. Adrian, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate it. Someone said we need Valentine's Day advice. What is the advice, girl? What advice do you need? And I'm happy that my numbers are finally going up. Normally, I was telling you, I think I'm getting shadow banned here because normally I have like 1,600 people in here and I only have about 700. So we'll see if it gets up there, girl. Please continue to tap, double tap, and triple tap the screen. I don't care how much you're doing it. Do it until you have carpal tunnel. I don't care. Yes, honey. I'm back on my kombucha tip, honey, because I'm a white woman. Let's get into it. T said, I have a crush at work. What should I do? Love you. Love you too. Also, do nothing. If he is really into it, he's going to ask you out to lunch. And when he does that, make sure that you're having lunch out of the building, out of campus, and start talking about non-professional things. And if he continues to engage in the more personal conversations around family, around hobbies outside of work, then I will tell you that he's probably into you as well. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of like work romances because oftentimes women will be unfairly punished or their reputation will suffer if it doesn't work out. But I would be lying to say that it doesn't happen. Like around 10 to 15% of relationships start from work. So I want to make sure that you're navigating it in a way and you know what the hell you're doing when you have a situation like that. Yeah. Whatever you do though, don't fall in love with your work husband. One, because he's probably married, and two, it never works out. I wish it did. It would be perfect. But it never works out. You hear me? Who has a crush on their work husband? Put it in the chat right now. Put it in the chat right now. And if you're black and your work husband is black, step away. Step away right now. Someone said, I work from home. Good girl. You are your work husband. Okay. Someone said, definitely married and black. That's right, honey. Why do I say this? Okay, girl, let me get into it. One, because married men know how to court you. So you will, if it leans in, like, the thing is, you will feel like it's real and it's not. That man is married. And married men court the best. And if you actually hook up with him, the sex is going to feel much more connected than just some wham bam. You will fall in love with that married man if you actually have sex with him. And let me know. We don't judge in here. We don't judge. If you've experienced that, let us know. Married D is dangerous D for a variety of different reasons. Someone said I'm judging. If you're judging, you need to get out of here because we don't judge here. We're going to say, we listen, we don't judge. We're going to say a lot of messy stuff here. So if you're a judger girl, I'm going to kick you out. Someone said he's getting a divorce. If he's getting a divorce, that's fine, but it still means that he's married. What if separated? I have been a dating coach for 15 years, and anytime one of my clients has gotten with a guy that is separated, it has never worked. Separated is still married. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Don't do it. I know it like feeds into your fairy tale fantasy, because he will court you as if you are in a Disney movie or in a Hallmark movie, don't do it. Okay? He is Gaston. He is Jafar. You hear me? He's the beast. He's not the white boy under the beast. He's the beast. Yes, girl. I said Jafar, girl. Okay? Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me see what else we're talking about here. Lost my place. Y'all acting a fool. Lulu said, should we ask for their Instagram before going on a first date? No, girl. You don't need Instagram. You need their name and you need where they work. Then you can Google them and you can get a little bit of their LinkedIn tea. And you can get a lot of information just by name, work, and where they live location. You can get pretty much everything. Don't ask for social media because then they will ask for yours and you don't want them to have your social media. That's too much. Okay? Like, I don't want them knowing that you went to Paris last summer. I don't want them knowing your family and friends. Like, not until you're way into the courtship. Okay? Yeah. It's a boundary violation in my book. Okay? Someone said, advice for the girlies who work nights. What do you mean, like sex work? We listen, we don't judge. What do you mean, work nights? Breakfast dates. Breakfast dates. That's the tea. Okay? Patricia said it never works out, or if it does, there's cheating. Over 20 years of working, he ain't lying. It doesn't. It doesn't. Adria MC said, I'm in an office full of women. Girl, go Leslie. Do it. Girl, no shade, but dating is getting harder and harder, and it's starting to feel like most of y'all are going to be in a golden girl situation. No shade. I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying that's how things are developing. And these men are literally going to have AI girlfriends. Yeah. Jaden said, listen, Anwar, I need help. I'm in Houston. I have no luck. I'm 25 and I'm not thriving in Love Friend. Okay, so here's the app that you need to go on if you're in Houston. Also, if you're in Atlanta. The app is called Zillow. You need to move. You hear me? That's the app that you need to be on. You hear me? That's it. That's it. That's the app. Are you on it? People talking about what's the best app to be on in 2025? Zillow. What about Dallas? Zillow. Realtor.com. What about Chicago? ChicagoPoliceDepartment.com. What about Los Angeles? Priceofgas.com. China said, I'm dating an African or Muslim. Why? And don't know anything about his life. That's because he has a wife and he's probably DL. That's why you don't know anything about his life. He's hiding it because he's gay. Yeah. Okay. Jean Albert said, I'm Arab, he's Irish. Will it work? My family won't accept a white man. Well, is your family dating him or are you? That's the question. I mean, here's the thing, ladies. One of the things that I'm always kind of saying that I think is very important is you have to act like a grown woman in your love life, which means that you have to date for you. You can't date for your siblings. You can't date for your parents. You can't date for your best friend because they're only going to see your partner 2 or 5% of the time. You have to date for you. So respectfully speaking, I don't care if your family accepts him or not. I care if he treats you well. And the thing is, oftentimes what happens is when a family sees that this person is treating you like the queen that you are, oftentimes a lot of that will go to the side. Okay? Okay. Adriana said, opinion on accepting a trip to Aruba for our first date. He will pay for everything and will also send money. No. What was the name of that girl that got killed in Aruba? No. That's not a first date. That's trafficking. Of course he's going to pay for everything. Because you are going to be the star of the new movie called Taken 3. No. Definitely not. Okay? Yeah, Natalie Holloway. Don't be that girl. Don't be her. Aruba my ass, girl. You better Aruba and stay your behind home. Okay. Ray said, do you think American women work with Haitian men? I mean, I think the better question is, do Haitian men work? I mean, do they work in a relationship? Because they work very hard in their careers. Hard-working men, for sure. And they also work hard with their lies. So, do they work? Well, I'll let my Haitian sisters talk to you about that. I think that I will let them handle that. Because I'm in a mood tonight, and I don't want to get canceled. Okay. Okay. Fab said, what are the best dating cities? It depends who you are. If you're a black woman, I would want to be in the DMV area, and I would want to be in the state of North Carolina. I will tell you, a lot of my clients in Atlanta, the state of North Carolina, a lot of my clients in Atlanta are starting to get their guys. So Atlanta is actually not as bad as maybe it used to. I think that the hardest city to date in right now is Houston. No, ma'am. Let me see what's going on. Someone said, are you single? Why, do you want me? I'm married. I've been married for over a decade, so you can't have me. Signs a man is DL. Great question. What kind of man are you into? Are you into a black man? If you're into a black man, I was going to do a video about this. If you're into black men, if they have mommy issues, if they hate their mom or they're too close to their mom, they're probably DL. If they wear sweats or pants over shorts, they're probably DL. They're literally subconsciously like holding their D in their pants because if they don't, they're going to go wild. If they're just talking about butt, then they don't care who's attached to that butt. They just want butt. Beavis and Buttheads. Okay? I'm trying to think. If he's black and he's into anime, he's probably DL. No shade. If he's Hispanic and DL, he's probably an alcoholic and he probably has daddy issues. He either hates his dad or his dad hates him. If he has been in prison for more than 3 years or more, he's probably DL. If he's in the Navy, he's probably DL. He's literally sleeping on top of each other and they're on a cruise on a honeymoon every day. If he is Indian or Middle Eastern, if he is choosing your clothes or trying to control what you're wearing, he's probably DL. He's playing Barbies with you. If they're Indian or Middle Eastern and they like rough sex, he's probably DL. He's hate effing you because he hates himself. If you're having a conversation with someone from the Middle East or India and it goes from 0 to 100 sexual very quickly, he's probably DL, repression T. If he's in the Middle East and Indian and he works out, he's probably DL. If he's East Asian, the way that I try to figure out if he's DL is if he was chubby as a kid. If he was chubby as a kid and now he works out because he's doing that revenge bod tea, he's probably DL. He was trying to eat the gay away. Yeah. If he is... if he is in sports, you know how I figure out if he's like in professional sports? Because I've chatted with a couple of DL people that are professional athletes. If he's the cheerleader of the team, or he is like the loner that nobody talks to, he's the DL one on the team. Okay? If DL means down low, that means he's gay. Gay girl, gay. If he's a pastor and he likes to mentor one-on-one with boys, he's DL. That's how the pastors do it. Predator T. Okay? All Dominicans and Italians are bisexual. Off the gate. If he's Lebanese, he's gay. Okay? If if he is a rich white man and he's into kinky stuff in the bedroom and he does drugs that are luxurious in nature, he's not even DL. He doesn't care. He's so rich that he doesn't even have a label. Okay? If he's a poor white, because there's a ton of them, he's an alcoholic. Generally, he'll have a beard because he's hiding something from he's hiding. And then he spends more time with his friends than he does his girlfriend. He's DL. Okay? Do you have any more questions? All Italians are bisexual. Got it? And if you don't believe me, ask any of your gay friends. They'll tell you that if they're in the club at 2 a.m. and they see one of these guys, they know that they can have them. Someone said, who's not DL? I don't know, girl. I don't know. But I will tell you this. More and more men are watching Corn with a P, and it is making them very DL. Because they're not looking at the titas. They're looking at the D. Men are physically attracted to each other, but sexually attracted to women. Africans. Okay, Nigerians, if he's gone to boarding school, he's probably DL. That's where they have their first sexual experience, and oftentimes it's with a boy. Most of the DL guys that are Nigerians, and don't let them put any sort of hexes on me, okay? So pray for me, all of it now. If they generally have a girlfriend, they're generally married, And if they treat their wives or girlfriends like they don't like them, or like if they're walking to like a place and they are pretending like they're strangers, he's DL. Well, I'm saying that because, you know, anytime that I talk about Nigerians, like they always try to put a hex on me. I have to ask my grandmother to, you know, pray for me and to give me a protective layer because they will come for me spiritually. Yeah. So someone keep on saying, what about the Greeks? Girl, read a history book. Jamaicans, they are not DL. They are killers. In and outside of the bedroom. Someone said Asian men. I already said Asian men. Generally, they're chubby when they're growing up because they're eating the gay away. So ask an Asian man, were you chubby growing up? And if he says yes, and then he's not chubby now, DL. Yeah, I had time today, honey. And the reason why I'm talking about DL men is because DL men are narcissists. They're dangerous, and they will try to target women with children. They will try to target darker skinned women. They will try to target bigger women. They will try to target women that are in their masculine energy. So I'm really trying to put you up on game so that you are not stuck with some DL guy. DL means down low, means he's secretly gay or bisexual. Okay? Yeah. A lot. And you don't have to believe me. You can just talk to any one of your gay friends. They'll tell you that a good 20 to 50% of them are hooking up with guys that are on the DL. Because these guys, they just want to get it in. They want to get it in. Okay? I hope this is helpful for you. Because I really want y'all to be protected this year and beyond. Yeah? You're welcome. Where are the bi men? Any guy that has a nose ring is probably bi. And if you have a double nose ring, he's probably pan, girl. No shade. Okay? Thank you. Okay. All right. Do we have dating questions? And thank you all for praying for me because, honey, I already know that when this comes out, the Nigerians are going to try to come for me. That's why the government had to make being gay illegal, because if they didn't, then they would have no more children to make. Dangly earrings, gay, bi, gay, bi, gay, bi. Someone said, are Navy men okay? No, girl. Navy is gavy. If there are 100 men that go into the Navy, they will come back 50 couples. Why are you gagging so? Think about it. They're on a cruise all day, every day with their love. They're on a honeymoon. So when a man comes back from deployment and he says, I gotta go back. I can't leave my platoon hanging. He has a lover, and he misses him. Do you hear me? Okay. I hope that I hope that's helpful. Maybe I'll do a video about this tomorrow. Because I want y'all to know. When these military men are saying, I want to go back where I might be killed, honey, he's found his forever love. Trust. Yes, honey, the love boat. That's exactly why they join. I know a lot of gay boys that are in the Navy, in the Marines, try to get it in. Girl, prison too. There's also a reason why that recidivism rate is up. Yeah, honey. So, I hope this helps y'all. I hope this helps. Recidivism is when they're in prison or jail and then they keep on going back. How long have I been live? I don't know, 20 minutes? Oh, maybe 40? Okay, what about Black women in Europe? What are the best options? If I were a Black woman in Europe, I would be in the Netherlands. I would be in bigger cities in Germany. I would be in southern Italy. I would be in Serbia or Croatia if I wanted like a husband. Someone said, after how many years in prison do you think a guy becomes DL? He cannot not be DL if he's been in there for 3 or more years. There's no way. I've spoken with guards and they say, even the hardest of the hard, that 2 to 3 year mark, that's when they bust it wide open, girl. No shade. But you need to understand something. These men, do you understand that men JO every day? Every day. So, ... Yeah, every day. You didn't know that. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. What if they don't JO? Girl. Girl. No comment. Okay. Okay, let's get back to the questions, okay? How do I know a Black guy is into Latinas? Girl, I don't know. You generally know when people are into you. Black guys are into everybody. Black guys just want to get it in. Yeah. If you're in LA, he's into Latinas. If you're in Miami, he's into Latinas. If you're in Dallas or Texas, Dallas or Houston, or Chicago, he's into Latinas. Okay. Let me figure out. Let me get back on track, honey, because the DL man already got me twisted. Kelsey said, I haven't seen you in a while. Girl, I've been sick for a week and a half and busy getting this book deal together and TV stuff together and all of my new ventures together. Since it wants to fly me out to meet me, I asked him to visit here first, and he said no. Then he didn't want it. Leave him. He's trying to order you like an Amazon package. Don't do that. Don't be that girl. You're not Prime girl. He needs to come to you. Okay, let's see what questions we have here. I think you meant, when is it a good time to bring up kids? Well, it depends. Kids that you have or kids that you want to have? You probably want to do that toward around date 3. Someone said, and where your quotes live in my head rent free. Awesome. That's cool. How to compliment men. Don't. Your presence is a compliment to them. If you want to compliment them in reciprocation of a compliment that they've given you. Don't come off the gate complimenting a man. That will feel a little bit thirsty. Okay? Then he already feels like he's the prize. Kelly said, what happened to that DL post? I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I felt like it was a little bit too long. What if they compliment me first? Do it, girl. Tia said, where are the billionaires? Girl, they're taking over the US of A. Girl, go to the White House. That's where they are. Just go straight to DC, honey. No shade, no shade. Date Chica from NYC. How soon should I ask for money? Don't ask for money from a man. If you feel like you have to ask for money, you're a beggar. He will respect you less. If he's not already offering you money, then if you have to ask for it, it's not going to be a match for you. I'm not a dating coach that's like transactional, like Share 7. I'm more into love connections and relationships. So, like that sort of questioning is probably like not my area of expertise. So I just want to share that. But like, I would never want any one of you to ask for money from men. If you do that, you're a fundraiser. You're raising funds. Jay said, is it a red flag if he asks what you do for work? No, that's regular conversation. Now, if he calls you big money, then he's trying to rob you. 555 says, he keeps declining my invites to hang out. What should I do? First of all, you should never be asking a man out. There should be no invites. He should be asking you out. You're in your masculine. That's a turnoff to men. If you're asking a man out, then he's not going to respect you. And he's going to feel like, oh, I have this girl in my pocket when I'm bored or I'm corny with an H. I'll reach back out to her because I already know that I have her. So don't ever talk to this guy again. He'll probably reach out in a week or two. And then don't give him life. Jay Bella said, are we supposed to go out tomorrow if we are single? Do whatever you want to do. Some people want to stay in and watch rom-coms and eat ice cream. Some people want to go out. Do whatever's going to please you. I think of, if you're single and it's Valentine's Day, I think of it as any other day. Like, I think it's like, for me, it's like a day of love. So this would be a day where you would want to share, you know, your appreciation and love for the people that love you, including yourself. Okay. Kimberly said, how do I deal with a sensitive man who struggles with PTSD? Well, I think it's important to really kind of do some pattern recognition. And meaning, like, are there subjects? Are there certain circumstances or instances where that PTSD comes up? And if you haven't established that within yourself, it might be something that you might want to ask him, like, hey, are there certain sensitive subjects that I should understand or know as we continue to navigate this relationship? Yeah. Someone said the apps are really rough right now. Yeah, February is a slow month. And if you're in a relationship in February, honey, this week, Valentine's week, is always going to be the Hunger Games. Guys will try to break up with you before Valentine's Day. And they will try to break up with you before Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is a day where a man has to express his true devotion and emotional connection to you. And a lot of guys might not be there or have it or even have the capacity for that. So oftentimes they will ghost, break up. And it's not just because they don't want to do a gift. It's just often because the feeling is not there, so there's nothing to represent the non-existent feeling that they truly have. Yeah. So, don't give these, if these guys are not your boyfriends, don't give them a gift. T said, what if women have cheated on him in all of his past relationships? Then he's probably not good in bed. And he probably is not emotionally supportive. Take that as something is up. Some guys say this to kind of gain sympathy points, whether it's true or not. If it is true, one, his level of discernment does not give me security, and it shouldn't give you security. Okay? Kayana said, been talking for a month and no Valentine's plans. He doesn't have to have Valentine's plans with you. Y'all are just, see, you're talking. In my program, I want to make sure that my ladies are being courted. And there's a difference. There's a different energy here where he's doing most of the pursuing and things like that. If you don't have Valentine's plans with your person, then there's not seriousness there. He doesn't have to have Valentine's plans with you. But someone who is serious wants to have Valentine's plans with you. Okay? Now, if you want to learn how to do this work, like more in depth, definitely book a consultation call. The link is in my bio. If there aren't any available slots, because we've been kind of booked recently, send me an email. Anwar, ANWAR, @getyourguycoaching.com, or you can send an email to my support team at support@getyourguycoaching.com, and we'll find a time to figure out if it's a good fit or not. Okay? Someone said, what's the tea on Arab men? They're possessive. They They don't have emotional regulation often. Controlling, will provide. Many of them are into trans women. And I'll leave it at that. And I said, what do you think about long distance? I think it's great. I think that the thing is, your person might not be in your city, and that's okay too. I'm thankful and grateful that we have technology to connect ourselves with people that might be our person. I met my person long distance. I was in California, he was in Montreal, Canada. And now we've been married for over 10 years and have 3 beautiful children. Yeah. And I'm taking him to Miami tomorrow for Valentine's Day, and we will have a Valentine's Day dinner at the Versace Mansion. Ladies, this is what it looks like on Valentine's Day. When your person is into you and loves you and wants to spoil you and wants to adore you and cherish you. By the way, don't get this voice and these mannerisms fooled. I am the masculine energy in my relationship. Okay? And the masculine does things, makes it happen, provides, creates solutions. Yeah? Okay. Someone said, who should black women date as far as race? Date them all. Black, white, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Everybody. When black women date everybody, they will 7x their chances of finding love. But the gag is that 92% of black women are kind of just focused on black men. And black men are literally the most challenging group of men to date. You do yourselves no favors by dating them. They're the poorest. They're the least educated. And they have a lot of trauma. And most of them haven't done the work to actually heal that trauma. So that trauma will be projected onto you. So people are laughing when I say the poorest. Am I lying? Check the stats. So you want to date everybody. And I get a lot of shit from black men and some black women when I say this because they think that, oh my God, you're trying to kill the black race. No, the white race is trying to kill the black race. I'm not. That's not my MO. I'm not anti-black. I am pro-black woman love. So that's that. Let me cross my legs because some of y'all not ready for this tea, honey. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, if a black man has more than 4 kids, he's probably DL. Overcompensation much. Yeah. Oh, another thing about DL men. If he is a celebrity and he changes his name often, he is DL. He is literally changing his identity because he doesn't like who he is. Like Kanye, like P. Diddy, Puffy, Brother Love, Kanye, or Ye, or whatever he's calling himself now. That's that on that. Yeah. Yeezy. That's right. Boy, who are you? What's your name? Someone said, Slim Shady. No comment. Don't get me, don't get me in trouble. Please don't get me in trouble. Yeah. A lot of MAGA guys are DL. That's why, like, the Republican National Convention broke the gay dating app hookup site Grindr. That's why they're talking a lot about trans women right now. Because they're really into trans women. These MAGA men, I know a lot of you are like really scared, like about like MAGA and what they're gonna do. If you talk to any trans girl, if you talk to any sex worker, if you talk to any gay guy, they will tell you that all of these MAGA men want to be dominated. They want to be a sub to all of these different individuals. So don't be scared of them. Just dominate them. They want to be stepped on, pegged, all of it. Are MAGA men in their princess era? No, they're in their servant era. Okay? Someone said, not Donnie. Girl, Melania is doming him. Do you hear me? She's a dom. He's her sub. She controls him. She embarrasses him every chance she gets. Okay. I'm done talking about those mags, those maggots. What dating questions do we have? Someone said, you just making stuff up now. I really don't make it up, honey. I'm just saying things that people aren't saying. So it feels very new and out of this world. But I'm not here to lie to you. I'm here to share with you what some of these dynamics are so that you understand like what's really happening. Okay. Someone said, oh, I just missed it. Someone said, any tips for dating in Canada? Where in Canada are you? It depends. Because there's the different dating. Toronto dating, Montreal dating, Vancouver dating, all different. Hope literally said, you're describing my son's father. I'd be worried about parenting with a DL man. You should be. Because DL men are narcissists. Mentally unavailable says, have you ever spoke about Filipino men? Not really, because Filipino men are basically black. Just like redheaded men, gingers are black. So when I say black dudes, put them in the category as well. Why do I keep on attracting DL men? Because you're in your masculine. And they're attracted to you because you allow them to be in their feminine, which is what they want to do, but have shame around. Feminine women, feminine energetic women do not attract DL men. Because y'all can't both be the girl. Yeah. Yeah. Tiki Tac said, what are your thoughts on female-led relationships? If you like it, I love it. Here's the thing. I always think about relationships as complements. So I don't care who has the masculine energy. The other person needs to have dominant feminine energy. Relationships are about the yin and the yang, right? That's how they fit. I don't care if you're same gender loving. I don't care if you're a heterosexual relationship. It's about the energies. So feminine led means that feminines are going to be more in their masculine and these men are going to be more in their feminine. You're talking about the social workers, the therapists, the nurses, the teachers. Those are naturally more feminine energetic men, more nurturers. Oh my God, there's a lot going on here. Someone said, I get married tomorrow. Thank you so much for all your help, Queen. You're welcome. Nia said, when is the book coming? I am chatting with a number of different agents now. So probably next year. But I'm going the traditional publishing route. Yeah. Just Sarah said, thoughts on black women dating Englishmen in England. Do it. Do it. Why wouldn't you? Now, they're not the most emotional, so that's what you really have to look out for when it comes to Englishmen. Are they able to share and communicate feelings? Or are they just going to give you that dry humor, right? And try to be those backhanded compliments. And that's sarcasm. If they're giving that, I don't know. Okay, and thank you all so much for the 112,000 likes. I appreciate it. Kayla said, Irish and Scottish men for black women. Yes and yes. Triple yes. Irish men are basically black, no shade. Irish and Scottish men are green. They are, it's like eating Lucky Charms. Yeah, delicious. Shamoy said, should I be offended if we went on 3 dates, but he hasn't asked me to be his Valentine? I wouldn't be offended. I would just say, okay, he's not my person. You have to always ask yourself, what would my future husband do? And go from there. Brittany said, talk about age gap relationships. Well, it depends on the age gap. I will tell you that a lot of my clients actually are very successful, and these are women of color, black and brown women, dating 3 to 6 years younger. I think there's a lot of, like, I guess, socialization around dating men that are older than you because of maturity as you're, like, you know, growing up in your teens and 20s. But the successful formula for women of color, in my opinion, is dating a little bit younger. Ari said, I'm 29. My man is 62. Are you Anna Nicoling Smithing him? That's my question. That's what I want to know. I always get a little bit scared when the age gap is over 10 years because it's different chapters and a lot of these older men won't take you seriously and are kind of just grooming you. Like, he is trying to steal your youth, like almost like a vampire. So, something to think about. No judgment here. What's the end game here? What's going to happen? We're going to wait until he's retired or he dies? What's that tea, girl? $22 and $37? No. What can a 37-year-old do for you? If you are engaging with men like that, then we need to be talking about our daddy wounds. And I say that with love and respect. This is no shade. You're searching for a father. Maybe a father that you didn't have. This man can't. Sometimes also when you grow up and your parents were not parents, they didn't teach you anything, you will strive for someone that is older because you want to be taught life. You want to be taught how to live as an adult. So one will naturally go to an older person to be taught those things. Okay? What is he going to do? Teach you how to drive? That's it. So, I would be wary. Someone asked why dating younger will be more successful for women of color. One, well, a number of different reasons. Mentality is different. These older men are like sticks in the mud. They are more focused on traditional gender norms, and in 2025, that's not reality anymore. These younger men are open to you just being in your queen era and will revere you and adore you more. They're also going to think highly of you because you're a bit older, and because of that, will treat you as a confident woman. Women of color also don't age as greatly as others. And so y'all will kind of go together real bad. Yeah. I hope this is all helpful for you all. What time is it? Because I gotta wake up early, go to the airport. I have a number of different emails here. That's great. Jesse said, how do I respond to coffee, drinks, first date offers? Take them. One of the things that you have to realize is that don't go for the guys that try to go extravagant with you on the first date because they don't even know you. So if they're doing this with you, they're doing it with a lot of different people, and you might think that, oh my God, he thinks I'm special. He doesn't. And toxic and narcissistic guys will want to do this more because they're trying to get you into their web. Why would I pull out all the stops for someone or something that I know nothing about? It makes me question your due diligence and the way that you think about how to invest in something or someone. Rich and wealthier people Men won't do this. They will go for the coffee or the drink dates to evaluate whether they want to invest in you or not. Something to think about. It's the same as like, you know, all of these like kind of these poor guys, they're the ones that will like be driving the Mercedes Benz and the BMWs and the Porsches and having these $1,200, you know, payments per month. And 60% of millionaires drive a Toyota, a Honda, or a Ford. These millionaires, they're not shopping at luxury goods stores. They're shopping at Marshalls and Ross and Winners because clothes don't make them money. They don't care about that. Their money makes them money. Sasha said yes. Prince Harry lived at TJ Maxx. Something to think about, because I think a lot of us are looking like, oh my God, does he look rich? If he looks rich, he's poor. He's probably investment poor. Not all of the time, but most of the time. Okay. What if he looks poor? Well, I don't know, girl. He might be poor or he might be wealthy. Look at his fingernails. His fingernails and teeth will tell you everything. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to go. I hope that this was helpful for you. If you want to work with me, definitely go to the link in my bio and book a call. And we'll go from there. And if it is completely booked, because it's been completely booked, because we're super busy these days, email me, anwar@getyourguycoaching.com. And we'll see if we can fit you in somewhere if you're really interested in doing this work at a deeper level. Okay? Good. Be well, my loves. I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.